Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here. Today I want to talk about speed loading options for revolvers. Now these days a lot of people will tell you that a semi-automatic is so much better than a revolver because one, it has a lot more capacity, which is true, typically speaking, and two, it's just so much easier and quicker to reload a semi-automatic versus a revolver. All you got to do is eject the mag and put a new mag in and you're good to go. And with a revolver, you have to, open up the cylinder, eject your rounds, and put new rounds in, and then close the cylinder, and then go from there. It does take a little bit longer, typically speaking, but with practice and the right tools, you can get pretty fast with reloading a revolver. And here are two options for reloading revolvers. Now, one of them is quicker than the other, but they are still quicker than just dropping loose rounds in. And when it comes to carrying a revolver, I do not suggest just keeping loose rounds in your pocket. That is just a recipe for disaster because they can be in any which orientation in your pocket. They can get lodged in your keys and stuff, and it's just a disaster. So I recommend if you're going to carry a revolver, either carry spare ammo in one of these two options. So, with that being said, the first option is the speed strip. First of all, let's talk about the revolver. This is a Ruger SP101 .357 Magnum revolver, 5-shot, and it is a great revolver for concealed carry, open carry, backpacking, hiking, whatever. This is just a great revolver. 5-shot, and the reason I picked this gun for this video is because it's the only gun I actually have speed loaders for, or the only size gun I have. I do have another revolver of this size, but I only have speed loaders and speed strips for 5 shots. Now, the first thing we have is these speed strips, and they're basically just rubber plasticky strips that hold rounds in a row. And the advantage of these of having these is that they are flat, and if you carry them in a little pouch, it goes flush up against your body versus a speed loader, which is round, and it's just bulkier. It sticks out further on your body. So that is one advantage to this. Another advantage to this is if you have to, like, say you want to do a tactical reload and you only shot like 2 or 3 rounds out of your revolver, but you want to put more rounds in, this is a little easier to do that with than a speed loader. You can just pull out your empty casings, pop in your 2 or 3 or however many extra rounds into your cylinder, and then go. So that's the advantage of these. Now these ones are made by, it says Quick Strip. The packaging said Tough. Tuff. I'm not really sure. These are just kind of some strips that I put into an order to get free shipping. I needed to spend like an extra $5 or something, and these strips were pretty cheap. It's just a 2-pack. So these are just some 5-shot speed strips, and you can get them in whatever capacity you need or whatever caliber you need. They make speed strips for those specific guns, but basically you just you shoot all your rounds and then you eject your rounds, eject all your empty casings, and then you take your speed strip, put 2 rounds in, pull them out, put 2 more rounds in, pull it out, and then put your last round in and pull it out, and then you're good to go. Now that does take quite a bit more time than just slapping in a magazine, but with a little practice you can actually do it, and I suggest practicing in a high stress situation. So do some run and gun drills or something, get your blood pumping, your heart rate going, and learn how to do this, and eventually you'll get pretty good. And I guarantee you'll get a lot better than me doing this, because this is really like the first time I've ever tried doing this. This is the first time I actually opened up this package and tried using these. So definitely faster than just putting loose rounds in, grabbing a handful of loose rounds out of your pocket and trying to do it like that, but still not as fast as using a speed loader. Now these are some HKS 5-shot .357 38 speed loaders, and these are pretty inexpensive as well. I can't remember how much the speed strips were. They might have been like $7 or $8 for two. These are like $10 for one, but they're a little more high quality. They'll probably last you quite a bit longer, and they're easier to use. So you just, drop your rounds in, and then you turn your knob to lock them in. So now they're locked in. And, there are different brands. This is HKS. There's like Safariland. There's a couple other manufacturers out there. Some may be better than others. They have ones that work differently than others. But the only ones I have any experience with is the HKS. And you basically just drop it in there. If I can avoid dropping it. Drop it in there. And then you're good to go. You gotta obviously turn the little knob, is what I was trying to say. But you just stick it in there. And I'm really kind of doing this backwards. You should probably focus on using the correct hands when you're actually doing it. But I'm not very experienced with this at all. I don't typically carry a revolver other than like when I'm hunting. And even when I'm hunting, I really don't carry speed loaders. I really just kind of got them just for fun, really. I mainly carry semi-automatics, but nothing against people who carry revolvers. And the whole purpose of this video is to basically educate anyone who doesn't know that speed loaders and speed strips exist, and that with practice you can get pretty good and pretty quick. And hopefully, if the need ever arises, you can defend yourself in a self-defense situation. So, anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm RedneckMini14, and until next time, be safe.